Wow.
Forgot what I was doing last.
Oh,
Oh.
dude,
Oh,
I
Jesus.
love that. Dude, I
What?
love I love when you blow your nose so hard it does like the little queef afterwards.
Let's do
Jesus.
it.
Dude, you know what
Oh,
I
yeah, I'm
mean
at this
though?
part. Shit.
Please tell me you understand what I'm saying.
I do.
It does that little like it sucks out and then sucks back in. Oh, wow, my
Alright,
nose does not feel better.
come on. Stick around. It's nothing great yet, but
Oh, man, that horse is killing me.
I
Man, good thing all these dogs are
peace
safe.
out.
I gotcha. Ah. Oh, I spawned back in my house. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, good. Cause man, bro, I gotta play a different game. I'm about to fucking fall asleep.
Yeah, for real. That's kind of what I did. Of course, I
I'm
get back into
good.
Alan Wake. There's like fucking 5 people on me. I'm like, shit, I'm not ready for this yet.
Yep,
He's got a lot of
I'm
dudes
going
on it.
back on God of War.
Alright, I'm going to bed, guys.
Alright, night,
Peace.
Jordan.
Good night.
I know I said I'm gonna go back on God of War, but I'm actually going to bed too.
Bruh.
I literally opened up God of War and went, nah, I want to sleep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, you played God of War for like a couple minutes, and I saw you got off right off after that.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan. Alan. I'm so afraid. Keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
Alright, welcome back to another video, guys. Sorry for about that. Earlier, I was talking to my friends and whatever, we were playing some Minecraft, so... So now we're back on here, playing this for a little while. Figured I'd play this again. So, hopefully. I don't know how deep I'm into this game, but I gotta be close to the end, but I'm not really too sure, so... Again, if I am at the end, this might be the last one. If I'm not, this will be many more to come, so...
I could see a railway bridge up ahead, and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Oh, Jesus.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Uh-oh. God damn. Okay, it just killed me.
On the
Fuck.
opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Well, I didn't exactly time that right.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Ow, what the fuck?
Sword on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
I'm just gonna have to dodge a bunch of times, I think.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Oh my god. What the fuck? Bruh! What the fuck?
I hoped I could find a car from there.
That was bullshit. The shitty thing is I don't have flares, so I can't...
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path. What the hell?
How am I supposed to beat this? Yeah, I gotta...
Sword on the opposite
Son of a
shore.
bitch,
I
man.
hoped I could find a car from there.
This is gonna be hard.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path. What the hell?
Son of a bitch. Shit. Go. Yeah, that's what I had to do there. Oh my god. Alright, time to read the rest of these.
Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation. The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again. I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
I think that's it for right now.
As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them
Heavy
fun.
duty.
This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
The hell is this? I'm not gonna do that just yet. Flare. Ah, shit. God damn. Ah, fuck. I knew I was gonna get shitted on there.
Come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Well, it's his ass down. Go upstairs now.
We take the facts of our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, A Family Occasion. Journalist Alvin Derleth's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition, but you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Derleth.
Well, I guess that's the least I... What would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
What did you...
Oh, Mr. Derleth, you have well pleased Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young, and all shall be glory. Shh, darling, be calm. Shh.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit. In Night Springs.
Ah, shit. Oh, God. Ton of kits around, though. you go. Found a car.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine. The coal mine wasn't far now. Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw. Little by little, without realizing it, I'd come to believe that the story in the manuscript was coming true. The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the Dark Presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
See if I can drive down there. Yeah, this would have taken me a long time on foot. Jesus.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF-FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big-shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in
I
manner.
don't think any of this shit's important. I'm just gonna skip this.
I know I'm not being very informative here.
I don't care that much to listen.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now. I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Where the hell are you?
Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around by
You
you.
want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello! Ah! I'm gonna kill him!
I had to get to Mirror Peak. It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
Oh god.
reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
Alright, here we go, guys. Turn off this fucking power now. Yeah, flare gun. Imagine this is where the fun begins. Yeah. Ah, shit. God, one fucking bullet. Yeah. Oh god. I almost died there. Oh shit.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
Just the wrong way again. Yep, because I'm out of bullets, so that's what I got. Ow. shit. Oh, I just killed them all too. Alright, well, I'm gonna read a couple of these.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below. With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good. When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse. Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the Dark Presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him. I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. "Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here, all the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent."
Alright guys, well, I'm gonna end this video here. I gotta get some sleep, so, thank you guys very much for watching another part of Alan Wake, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.